like to know your point of view.
Hi everybody, I'm Evening Ransom. Welcome to Evening TV and the Noah Radio Show. I wanted to talk today about stepping outside your comfort zone, and because it's just so important. And because if you don't do it, your life will just shrink. It'll just shrink down to nothing. And to make the mistake of now not stepping out there because you got hurt is just prolonging the damage, prolonging the abuse, furthering the harm that they've done. Courage is not fearlessness. This is a really important thing. Courage is not fearlessness. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And that's the first rule of getting outside your comfort zone. And growth starts happening outside your comfort zone. Life really starts happening outside your comfort zone. You know, that's the thing. You have to step outside your comfort zone to really live, to grow, to have bigger experiences. It's called dynamic tension. And elite athletes know how this works. To get outside your comfort zone, elite athletes know that they don't have to make, a big giant leap up, that they can actually make incremental, smaller gestures right in this area that's just right outside of their comfort zone. It's kind of a sweet spot right in between, and that eventually they will make it. But if they jump all the way up, they will burn out. They'll fail, they'll burn out, they'll get in distress there's another state called eustress, which is a good stress. Distress is a bad stress. And if you get into distress, you'll burn out. But if we just stay in that sweet spot right there, we can be in eustress, which is healthy adaptive stress. Tension, between your comfort zone, what you're comfortable with, and this thing you want. Okay, so there's always this tension there. And so what'll happen a lot of times is we jump way up to this other place and snap the rubber band. You don't want to do that, and you don't want the rubber band to be slack. You want it to always hold it at this much tension, and then it'll go up incrementally. So it'll be like, say you want to apply for a new job or whatever it is. So what you do is you just make incremental changes. So you go up a little bit, and this is, imagine these are the circles now. So you go up a little bit, you're in that little sweet spot. Then you get that far, you go up a little bit more next time. You push up a little bit more next time. And eventually, what you discover is that you've made that big change that you wanted to make all along. You've reached your goal. Progress. And in life, that's the key to happiness, it's the key to fulfillment, it's not success, it's not winning everything, it is progress. Knowing that we're making progress. To be making progress, you have to be outside your comfort zone. To be making progress, you have to always hold things in this dynamic tension. Step 1, feel the fear and do it anyway. Say you want to ask a girl out, or you want to move to Mexico. You have the idea, act on it immediately. There's like a 3-second rule. And if you sit there, ponder them and think about them too long, you'll lose the momentum. So even if you just write it down, you get an idea, you have a thought, you have a goal, something happens, use the momentum to move you forward. So at least write it down. Let the momentum work for you, because that momentum, that inspiration is coming from somewhere. It's coming from a really creative place in you. And so there's a 3-second rule on that. If you let 3 seconds pass, you'll lose that initial spark. So stepping out of your comfort zone, step 1 to doing that is feel the fear and doing it anyway. Step 2, or part 2 of that, is utilizing dynamic tension. So you're always stepping out of your comfort zone just a little bit. Try something, It doesn't have to be going for the goal. It doesn't have to be something. You just try something. Do something. Make some progress. Be active, not passive in your life, with your goals, with your dreams. Be active, not passive. 5, this is a really important one. Project into the future. Think ahead into the future. What is your life going to be like if you act on this or you don't act on this? So if you continue as you are, you don't make the call, or you don't write the book, or how are you going to feel about yourself at the end of life, at the end of the day? And really go that far. At the end of the day, when I look back on my life, if I don't do it or I do it. So say you do it, And the worst thing that happens, so say you really want to write a book, and the worst thing that happens is you get some bad reviews or something like that. Are you going to feel worse about that, or are you going to feel worse about not writing the book at all? You know? You know, whatever it is, this can apply to any sort of goal in your life. Always pushing yourself outside of the place where you feel comfortable. And especially this is important because those of us who are from abusive environments, the comfort zone is abusive. To get into a healthy environment, to be living a healthy life, to be your best self, you have to get out of your comfort zone. Because the comfort zone for you is not a friendly place. It can be that comfort zone, you know, in your active abuse, it's this thing. After abuse, it can be being a very isolated, small life, you know, or a very, very quiet life where you don't take many risks. And it's okay to do that for a while because you definitely need to heal. You need time to focus on yourself and heal and work on yourself. And you're doing plenty outside your comfort zone while you're doing that. But it's not a place to hang out and stay forever. And looking back on what happened before isn't a place you can stay forever either. So you'll recognize when these different phases are coming and going. Once you get to a place where you pretty much understand what happened, you've worked through the abuse, you understand what narcissistic abuse is, and you have come to terms with who the abusers were in your life and what happened and all that. That's pretty good. Now it's basically time to start healing, putting your life back together. It takes some time to be alone and focus on that stuff. But if you sit there too long and you're focusing too much on what they did and getting angry and all that kind of stuff, that's not going to be good for you. So you want to make sure that you're not getting yourself into a comfort zone of resentment, and you really want to watch your self-talk. You know, the way that we talk to ourselves is critically important. You know, flood your mind with with images and thought patterns of what your life is going to be like, what you want it to be. Imagine it already is that way. Imagine you've already arrived. Talk about your life as though you've already arrived in that place. And position yourself with people who have arrived, who've done the things you want to do, who can help you get there, who can encourage you and help you envision it, help you get there, that know how to get there. Who knows what it is, but if something really appeals to you and you see someone who's doing what you want to do, you get around those people and let them show you how to do it. Let them show you how to do it. Right now I have someone in mind and I'm stepping way out of my comfort zone because I'm going to contact her and, you know, for advice or to see if there's any way that she wants to get involved or help me or whatever. And so it's a lot to do it. I mean, I've taken my sweet time, and I will. I'm hoping that she responds favorably. I'm right there with you guys, doing all the things that I'm suggesting you do, because this will always be. You know, it's like I went through a lot of getting out of my comfort zone stuff 10, 15 years ago. But I definitely feel that since my son died, it's almost like it's all new again. The trauma was new again. It was like the world was unfamiliar to me again. I didn't know who I was again. I felt really. I had new abandonment stuff happen. It was like a whole new assault. It was like I was landed back there, but this time with skills. This time with more skills. So I had to recalibrate a goal, because what got me through the first thing was this goal of being there for my kids. And so having lost one of my kids, I had to recalibrate a new goal and redefine myself in my life, which has been, you know, really, really tricky. And I've done it right in front of all of you, with all of you. And so when your life basically completely falls apart, there is an upside to that, and it is that there was really no comfort zone left for me. I mean, it had been so long since I'd been comfortable that they stayed until the comfort zone was, you know, until my life was basically just stolen from me. I was kicked right out of it. And so the blessing in that is that I kind of had to do this, because apparently, though I think I am a risk taker, and I am somewhat of an adventurous person, also a really, really committed person, and I am a goal-oriented person, and I have a high tolerance for pain, and so I can stick to something even when I shouldn't. Even when I should cut my losses, I can stick to something and stand by somebody, and so that's what I was doing, and I suppose that was my comfort zone. Going out on my own was definitely not my comfort zone. A partnership is my comfort zone. So I can do just about anything in a partnership, and I take all kinds of risks, be the wind beneath someone else's wings. That's very comfortable for me. Even having someone be the wind beneath my wings is comfortable for me. But going out completely on my own is not so comfortable for me. And if you've seen it, I've seen it even in my channel here, because the first year that I did the channel, I had a lot of support. I had my son had a girlfriend that was here as an assistant working with me, and my husband was really involved. This last year, I've been really on my own, and it's been a struggle. It's been a lot more of a struggle, because I've had to do all the editing, all the stuff that I don't want to do. I've had to do that part too, and so that has given me the opportunity to try some things out creatively. So you notice, I'm sure you noticed the different kinds of videos that I put out, because I just want to experiment with editing. So but all that is outside my comfort zone. All that is stuff that I didn't even, you learn as you go. You learn as you go. That was not stuff that I knew when I started the channel, whatever was even a thing, How do you break out of your comfort zone? Please write it below. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.